Hello, I'm Lucas Lynch, and I serve as CEO for the United Soybean Board, where 77 farmer leaders from across the country represent your interests in overseeing the soybean checkoff. And just like you, as you turn the calendar, you're making planning decisions for next spring's work. Well, we here at the United Soybean Board office are doing the same thing, right alongside of the farmer leaders. And today, in this planning edition, you're going to hear from our newly elected chair, Brent Gatton, farmer leaders, Carla Schultz, and Megan Kaiser, all of whom have deep knowledge of the project work internationally and domestically.
I was very fortunate to be selected to get to participate in the United States Meat Export Federation Heartland Experience. We were trying to think of what is the best bang for the buck, the best return on investment for farmers back home that we represent that pay into this checkoff, and it was really through exports. This year we had about $28 million that work on our behalf across the world, and one of those entities is the United States Meat Export Federation. That's a value-added product for the soybean farmer because a lot of meal is fed into animal production. So they invited us over there to Seoul, South Korea, to show us what they were doing on our behalf, being able to tell our sustainable story and show us how they are educating their consumers that U.S. meat is actually one of the #1 choices across the world for its great protein, marbling, and content. So we visited everything from different markets to see what their local meat looked like to anything from Costco. What was very interesting to me, I think soybeans was ranked 12th, but U.S. meat into Korea, we were the #1 importer of meat into that area. So they're a huge customer. It really reassured what our investment looks like with the United States Meat Export Federation and the job that they're doing to be able to help us having value added to our soybeans by help promoting U.S. meat exports across the world.
I'm happy to be here, to be that farmer representing those 500,000 voices of farmers across the U.S. I think it's important that we're here. There are multiple reasons, a few of those being that we're able to have one-on-one conversations with registered dietitians, health professionals, and they have questions about how we farm, not only about nutrition of the soybean itself, but when we can mirror those or marry those together, that adds a lot of meaning back to everyone who wants to amplify that message. And then when I think about the conversations that we've had one-on-one, I think of, now we know the nutrition of the soybean, and that's a positive message that those registered dietitians that have maybe a voice in publications can amplify, but they're also amplifying it to physicians that we don't even know what that impact may look like in the future, right? So it may pick up momentum and it grows on a bigger and more vast expanse than we even know it will. So I think it's a big win for us to be here to represent what I do on my farm and then everyone else that I'm representing across the U.S. as soybean farmers.
We're here today at the World Food Prize in Des Moines, Iowa, where the theme is Soillutions. And I think it's a great theme, thinking about the nutrition from our farm, grown into our U.S. soy and exported all over the world. Today, we're highlighting some of the projects that we've partnered with the World Initiative for Soy and Human Health and also the U.S. Soybean Export Council in cases like aquaculture in Nigeria and poultry production in Ghana. These are perfect examples of how our nutritious soy is exported to help be a part of local food systems all over the world, building stronger food security not only for the United States, but for their nations as well.
Well, there you have it. Another edition of Beyond the Bean in the books. I just want you to know, on behalf of the staff nationally and locally, we know who we are, we know who we work for, and we're proud to work for you, the American soybean farmer. And if you'd like to learn more, please visit unitedsoybean.org.